Hi, this is Gene from Listening In Radio, KB9001MWDX, KB9001 SWL, and my ham radio call sign WN9ZWC. I put up a short video about my heater project here, and I just wanted to do a longer video and explain how I did it, and I had some pictures I wanted to show everybody after I finished my little dissertation here on it, and show them kind of what I did, but I wanted to give an overview of what this was about. So I was over in Winterset, Iowa, for actually it was a Civil War event. I do reenacting as well as the other crazy things that I do. So I was out there in mid-October, and it got pretty cold, and I started thinking about not having to go through that again. I'm getting a little bit too old to sleep in 40-degree weather in a canvas tent, so I just had to think of something. And I was looking around at heaters online on Amazon and on eBay, and like 10 heaters that size are kind of pricey. And then this idea popped into my head, well, about making my own stove, because I seen another stove online that they were selling a similar thing. It kind of looked more like a grill, like a rectangular grill with a fan attachment on top. And they used a sterno fuel, or what we know is like the banquet warmers, that they light underneath, the pans to keep all the food warm on the banquet line, that type of heater. And that's what it burns for fuel. But so I found the can. I went over to Harbor Freight and bought this can. I think it was like $16.99, so it wasn't real expensive. So it's way cheaper than spending $100 on a radiant heater or radiant tent heater or camping heater online. So the first thing I had to do was convert this into a stove or a configuration I could use as a stove. And I just want to point out here, and I never realized this, on an ammo can, there's another layer of metal here. And it probably keeps the can drier. It's another level. It was kind of thick. And I had to cut that out. When I was drilling it, I had to drill out the welds and pull it out. It was a little bit difficult. It was kind of a hard proposition, and I cut one of my fingers. So if you happen to be doing one of these, be careful if you have to remove that plate. Don't cut your hand, because there's some sharp edges. I still have some sharp edges on here. And it burns the fuel. Here's the fuel, and you could buy these by the case. And they're not real expensive. I think they're like $20 for a case, but they're 6 hours each. So that's good. That's a long time. If you had two of these, you could probably keep yourself pretty warm with two of these by staggering them, maybe through the night to warm up your tent and so you could sleep. So, and this one is so big, it'll take 3 cans. They also gave me this handy dandy can opener because these are kind of tough to get off, and it gives you. So this is your wrench to get the lid off these, because they're a little bit difficult. If you don't have that wrench that came with it, you're going to have to use maybe a pair of channel locks to get it open, or pliers, or probably channel locks, or some other type of plier, because it's a little bit tough to get off. But anyhow, then I had to convert the box. So this is part of the conversion here, taking off the inner roof. But also, there was also a rubber seal here as well that I had to remove. And here's the rubber seal, which was in here, but you want to pull it out of there. Obviously, you don't want it melting and starting a fire and then dripping down on top of the cans. If you had them on it, it would create a problem. But that's real easy to get out. You just kind of pop it out with a screwdriver, and it comes out. And of course, I'm gonna save this one for later on. And then I had to get down to ventilating this and making it work like a heater. So I had to go through the process. Sorry, let me stabilize this there. There you go. I had to process the box, and by drilling holes through it. So here's your stove vent holes like you would expect. But I put in a number of vent holes here too, and these are actually on both sides of the box. And I also put another larger hole in the back, so I could actually look in there and see the flame going. And eventually I may make that hole a little bit bigger and put a little door on it, or hatch, so I can open it up and maybe light it from the outside. So that'd be a variation that I'm going to be working on. And then I added this bail, which is like really necessary. And I did a lot of thought on the bail, even though it was a smaller part. It was practical to have it, and I knew for safety reasons it would be very good to have a bail on this. So, but I got this just at the hardware store and bent it into place, and then put it in, bent it into the box. So it's inside. It's hooked into the box, which carries the weight of the box. So that's very positive. So it actually works very well. And this will be, I gave it enough space to be away from the body and down more. See, it drops down. Whoops, sorry, I'm like not going well here. So it drops down to where the bail drops, or the cooler part, and because this will be the cooler part of the box, because the top of the box gets pretty hot. I also want to mention that if you decide to build one of these, or even a bigger one, there are bigger ammo boxes besides this size. I believe the 50 caliber boxes were bigger than this to fit on a 50 caliber machine gun, so that would be even better. And there's also, if you go online and you look, there's also plans, and people put up videos about doing wood burning ones. So this can be wood burning as well. Not this one, not yet. This is just made for the fuel, the sterno fuel. But I wanted to show you this one particular thing here was this drill bit. This is a cutting drill bit, and it works really well to get these bigger holes in, and you can use it to get to any size you want because it's graduated. So this is really an outstanding, because here you can see the different diameters of each cut, which is really cool, and it works very well. It made it very easy to cut all the holes in this box, and there was definitely a lot of holes. Okay, well, thanks for listening to my part.